everybody. How are we doing? Okay, so I'm going to be your host for the amazing people from one of your probably favorite shows, Chowder. I see a couple of Chowder hats. I see a Chowder and Panini. You guys are adorable. Yeah, come on up, guys.
Hello, hello. I don't know if I've been introduced, but I'm Chowder. I'm Nick. How you guys doing?
All right. Oh, you can make Nikki
How you
sit over
guys
there
doing?
on a couch by himself.
No.
All right. Well, it's so amazing to meet you all, and I'm sure that Cartoon Network was a big part of a lot of our lives, a lot of the generation that is now becoming adults. And I just wanted to say we have the beautiful Mindy Sterling here. You were Mrs.
Woo!
You were Miss Endive, correct? All right. And we have Mr. Carl Greenblatt. Who are you? Kimchi and Kiwi and a bunch of other people, right?
Yeah, random people on the show. Yeah.
I heard that you created it as well.
Yeah, I did create the show.
There we
yes.
go. There we go.
He did.
Okay, and then the star of the show, Nikki Jones.
I'm not your
right?
boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
All right. Okay. So I have some questions for you guys, and I think I'm going to start with Chowder. Here we go. Since you were obviously very young when you started the show, was there anything that you actually took from some of your colleagues in terms of inspiration or direction when it came to finding how you were going to voice him?
Everything.
Everything.
I was so green. The first few episodes, I was so green. But then when working with so many amazing actors, Mindy, John, Tara, Dwight, you get to learn so much stuff. So I remember feeling like really inexperienced in the first 4 or 5 episodes, but then just from learning from them, I really got the hang of it. So I always look to them for guidance, and even if I didn't ask, I was always like, okay, that's how they're doing it, so I'm going to do it that way and stuff like that, because they were the pros. I was just happy to be there.
Right.
Yeah, you were a very fearless kid.
I tried.
Yeah. So, and that comes down to, I think, when we have the different types of voices when it comes to you, Mr. Carl, you actually have voiced a couple of the background characters as well as Kimchi Kiwi, like I said. Is there anything you did differently? Because I know Kimchi, he's the cloud, right?
Yeah, he's a little fart cloud. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite quotes, I guess?
No, I mean, it
Come on,
was
do your
really
favorite
just
Kimchi
trying to
quote.
figure out how to emote through farts, but it was
Right,
really just
right.
raspberries, right?
Okay.
So, the funny thing is, originally I wasn't even going to do it, and I tried to have, I can't remember, it might have been Tara. I was like, all right, you're going to do the thing, and everybody struggled just to go and, except me. So I ended up doing it, and I was
So you
like, I
kinda
guess
just
I'm
fell
the
into
fart
it.
now, huh?
You kind of just fell into that
I
role
fell into
because
it,
no one
yeah.
else could do it.
And I would
That's
just kind of do
awesome.
random backgrounds because usually it'd be like everybody would kind of fill out the roles they could do and do random people, and then it'd be like, oh, okay, I could do this one little, 2 extra background people or something like that. But
Right.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's
Yeah.
really cool. So, I do have another question here, and it is for
Me?
you, Miss Mindy.
Is that for me?
Yes, it's for you. So, we all know Miss Endive's kind of very tough exterior, I guess. But there are some moments where she does kind of let her guard down. How did you, because when it comes to, I think when she has a crush on somebody or whatever, how do you kind of differentiate her normal, I guess, haughty exterior and then transition into some of her more vulnerable moments? Because you also have to keep the comedy, because obviously this is a kids show. Do you have any methods that you would do to try and show the difference between that at all?
No, nothing at all.
Not at
Nothing
all.
at all. No, I don't know where you're getting all this from. No, it was so much fun to be a part of it and to do what they want me to do.
Right.
And people, I mean, you guys, thank you so much for coming here and making it still just as wonderful
You guys are the
as
best.
it was when we were doing it. But I love that. And if you go to my my area, I have whatchamacallit? Do you
The autograph?
Yeah, autograph.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it's you know what? She was just such a funny, insane, crazy, overbearing
all of the adjectives.
Out of her mind person, and it was just, I had the best time.
Right. Does she kind of bleed into any other characters that you've ever played before? Because, like, what kind of other projects were you a part of that maybe you took some of Miss Endive into them?
Oh, good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello there. Hello there. I don't know. It just kind of comes natural.
Right? Well,
Yes.
I love that. That means it was meant to be. I love that. I love that so
I don't
much.
know. Did you ever give me any direction that helped it?
Well, I was going to say, like, a lot of the Endive, the best Endive stuff were written by Bill Reese on our show. And I think he wrote a lot of the really good, not only the Panini stuff and the Endive stuff, but he was really good at writing, like, the women characters annoying the men characters. I don't know why. I think some of it he took from his own relationships, and I'd always be like, oh, I can see what you're doing there. But like for Endive, I think there was also a little bit of drag queen quality to her.
Oh, yes.
And just kind of having her be this like over the top kind of like larger than life. And I think part of what was fun was visually he would sometimes have her just be ginormous.
Yes,
and
I
other
love
times
Oh my
that.
God, you're right. You're right.
and so I think your performance kind of, sometimes she'd just be like, "Whoa," she'd have that like big monster sound to her.
Wow.
And there was something like, even in the early designs of her, I kind of wanted her to look like a water buffalo. Like her hair has a little bit of that water buffalo look.
Oh,
So
my
I think you
God.
did a good job of kind of like bringing out that side of her.
I'll
where
go
it's like,
for it. I'll go for it.
It's like classy, but then also
Yeah.
like a beast at the same time.
There's like an episode
Yeah.
where me and Mung are like mountain climbing.
Yeah.
We're like mountain climbing on it.
That was one of my favorites. Yeah. Where suddenly
Wow.
she's
like a
enormous.
kaiju for no
Yeah.
reason.
Well, I also heard that before. Nikki let us know that there is an episode where you weren't animated. There was an episode where you actually like appeared on screen, right?
Yeah, the
As-
car wash episode.
Yeah.
For the car wash episode. Was there anything that was like, obviously you were on screen instead of just voicing. Was there anything that you guys did differently for that, or you just really
I mean, the
acted
only thing
like
we
you were in
did
the
was,
studio?
so it was basically, I had a handy cam.
Okay.
We had no crew. We had no lighting. It was.
We did have custom-made T-shirts though.
Yeah, it was about as DIY as you can get, and it was literally me in the recording booth with the handy cam, just standing back, them doing a couple takes. Then we just walked outside. I filmed them crossing the street, holding up signs.
Signs. Me and John hold up those signs.
And then we went to the parking garage at the top of Cartoon Network next door,
Oh, that's so
and it
cool.
was like a writer's car.
Yep.
And you guys were all just like cleaning it, and Tara's falling off of it, and
she did so many like interesting takes.
trying to
that-
be
that
sexy on
she
the car,
was-
and I'm like,
she
you're gonna
was-
kill yourself, Tara.
Yeah.
Please stop.
It
But again, it was
awesome.
like, it was just like but it was literally just us filming it.
It was right after an episode. Right? We'd like
I
recorded
think we
an
recorded.
episode,
We spent about
and they were like, "Okay, well, now we're gonna go upstairs. Or now
We're
we're
just
gonna
gonna
wash
go
your
outside
car."
and film this real
Yeah,
fast,
yeah.
and-
Right.
It was
So-
super chill and super like just
Probably illegal according to SAG. Maybe.
maybe could have
Sure.
been, but yeah.
I
But-
mean, you all had a good time. So
But
I
we
guess
had a
it
good. It was
worth
Yeah,
it.
fun.
it was loads
and,
of fun.
And I mean, I guess it made a really big impact. Everybody says that's one of their favorite.
Yeah.
Right,
episodes.
right. I've heard that from a lot of people, so that's
Yeah.
really awesome. And I do have another question. Maybe, being
Bring
that
it
this
back.
is,
Bring it back.
I mean, is that
tried.
something
You
you
can
guys
do
should
this.
want to
We've
do?
tried.
Well, try
I
harder.
believe in you, Carl. You can do this. If anyone can do it, it's you.
We should all start a petition. Yeah, I think that's something that you have to head up, maybe.
I pitched it.
Really?
Yeah.
You did?
All right. Well, we'll all bring
But they
it
said
back.
there's no money.
Bring
There's
it
no money.
back.
No
So
money.
yeah,
You
We all want to do it. so.
listen
See?
yeah,
louder.
Bring it back.
Bring.
yeah.
Hear it.
I back you up. I back you
love
up.
that.
So
Aw.
I do, because it's obviously all based on food. What was your guys' favorite food, each of you, from the show? Anything you
And
thought?
dive.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Is it like sort of right? What was?
She's-
Well, I guess
She is
technically
one.
they're named food, but then the food on the show was all the
Yeah,
weird
the-
food,
yeah,
right?
oh, it was
Food that
always
they
weird
made,
food.
Yeah.
I never
I'll
put
take
that
both
together.
for
That
an
is kind of
answer. I'll take
interesting.
both,
There's
'cause you
human
are
food
little
for
biased.
names,
Right.
But
And
then
then the made-up food.
food. Yeah.
So anything that maybe your character made or any of the other characters made, it could be something absurd, or it could be something that you're like, I think I would actually want to try that. Which do you have anything in mind?
I got one.
Go ahead.
Mine would probably be purple nurples minus the poison.
Minus
The poison is the best part.
I know it is rather tasty.
I always liked the tofu fruit.
Okay.
They were like little pieces of square tofu, and you pull the leaf off of it, and then it starts rotating like a slot machine.
And you gotta
and
hit
you
it.
smack it to stop it.
Yeah.
So that was always a fun one.
I
And
love
you don't know
that.
what you're gonna get, and then we got like the little what I called the vagina monster. Internally.
Right.
Yeah, the
Oh my
spinning
God.
vagina monster.
That was Froggy Apple Crumbled Up. Wasn't that the pilot episode?
That was in the pilot
that
episode,
Was,
yep.
Oh, the very first
oh
one.
my
Yep.
goodness,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then the spinning vagina monster made a return in I'm Not Your Boyfriend episode.
because
Yes.
of the love montage, and it's like, oh look, he did find love.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to find love.
With a
Absolutely.
spinning vagina
Yes.
monster. Yes.
Specifically that.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a kid's show. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It shaped all of us, just so you know that.
Yes.
Just so you know that. Do you have anything in mind, or is it just yourself? Because I will take that. That's a very valid answer.
As what?
Oh, one of your favorite foods?
Oh,
Yeah.
for her or me?
Both.
You know, I don't know what was she eating, or what did she like?
Oh, you know what? Okay. Do you remember the episode where she made a beefcake?
A beefcake?
A man. She cooked herself a man.
Oh my
man.
God.
Do you remember?
No.
So there was the episode where she basically was lonely, cooked herself a beefcake, but was so horned up that she couldn't wait long enough, pulled him out of the oven, and he was undercooked.
Uh-oh.
It was Todd.
Oh my
Remember?
God. Yes.
We had the guy who did the voice of Mandark. What was his name? Thank you, Eddie Deason.
we
did
go.
that.
Man, thank you.
For
And he was
you.
the
Look for
voice
you.
of,
Ding, 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 ding.
We got some
Yeah.
fans. We got some
Anyway,
fans.
yeah. And then, fun fact, when he actually got baked at the end and he was like the hunky version, that was our producer on the show. We took photos of him.
Yeah,
and
it
put him in the
was.
show. Yeah, Lewis, who has
Lewis.
the most unfortunate last name of anyone, Lewis Cuck. That's his real name.
His real name.
Yeah, poor
I
Lewis.
still have Christmas cards from
Yeah,
him
poor
with that
Lewis.
name.
But, yeah. Anyway.
Keep those. Keep
Oh,
those.
oh, yeah.
That's going to be a big one.
Well, I just think I don't know if you guys know how much your show, and like a lot of others too, but your show shaped a lot of us as kids, and especially with TikTok. You cannot scroll without seeing a lot of stuff on the For You page, and I know that Nikki said in general, he's like, I never thought that it would be this big of a show.
I
and this
didn't know.
known.
I didn't know
Did you
people
guys-
actually
did
cared
you guys
until
have any
TikTok.
idea?
I don't think you ever know that. I mean, you might
Right.
say, God, this was so much fun. We had a great time. But you don't know where it's going to go. So
Right.
the idea of, that show, which is so odd, and how, but it was, and there's nothing horrible about it. It was just
Right.
fun. It was silly.
Yeah.
It was,
Yes.
and and it's everybody. Yeah, the food was their thing to, talked about. It just was so odd,
Right.
I'm still confused.
Yeah.
Same. and we did it. We worked on it.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
still confused.
I mean, I love that everybody loves it. That's amazing. But I think we went for so long not hearing anything that it's sort of still a shock.
Yeah.
Really?
That it's
And
such
then all
a
of
big
a
deal.
sudden, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, it's just like boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
absolutely
it's like,
agree
Because
with
it
that.
really was like when Chowder ended, I was kind of sad. I was like, oh, that was a big failure. I
Same.
thought like nobody saw it. And
Really?
Yeah, the network was like kicking my butt out the door, and they were like over it, and they didn't want any more, and they were like,
Yep.
no good.
Isn't
They-
that interesting? Because
Yeah.
that happens a lot.
They were telling
to
me, oh, you
shows.
made a baby show for babies, and nobody wants to watch the
Oh my
show.
God.
And
Really?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
It was really sad. It was like, yeah.
Well, hey, you shaped a generation, so I think you can
Oh.
go back and be like,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys were a really big part of a lot of kids' growing up, and now that we're all adults, we can all let you know how much we all appreciated it. So
Well, we appreciate it so much.
Thank
I can't
you
thank you guys
guys
enough.
for
I really
being
can't.
here.
You guys are
Like, I
all
mean,
awesome.
after school, whatever, like those are the shows that like kids remember. You don't really, I guess, remember a ton of things, but if that's something that you're watching either every day or every weekend, like it's gonna stick with you. So yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to let you guys know is that you guys
We're
were doing
still
great things.
around.
Yeah, and honestly, if there is a reboot possibility,
Oh, maybe we could change it in some little tiny
If
way.
they want to pay for it, we'll see. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
gotta
think we would
That's
all
the only
be.
problem.
Well, you know what you guys have to do? How do you have to find a way to help us be a part of that again. There you
You
go.
gotta keep posting Chowder memes. You gotta keep
I
those
think-
memes alive.
You know what? You know how we'll raise money?
we gotta do a car,
Car
wash.
wash.
We gotta wash some
wash.
cars.
I
I think so.
We're gonna do the biggest car wash the world
Absolutely.
has
Is,
ever
Oh
seen.
my
is there
God, that'd
a,
be
is
so
there a
awesome.
parking
Yeah.
lot nearby?
Oh
my
Anybody?
God.
Anybody? Well, hey, we have the top of the parking garage.
Yeah.
How
We'll
about
get
that?
Tara. She'll be in a bikini.
Absolutely.
It'll be great.
And what
Can't go
and
wrong.
what
We'll
what
be
is
fine.
what was the girl's name? She was the
Lillian.
Liliana?
Liliana?
yes.
Liliana Mummy?
Oh
yeah.
God, I loved her.
Played Panini.
She
Yeah.
was
Loved her,
awesome.
yes.
She was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had another question that I wanted to ask you guys. When it comes to, because you guys obviously are kind of letting us know that you guys had a lot of fun on set in the studio, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
So was there any, with all the things that happened, like the disasters, I guess the sentient food items, was there any scene or any episode that literally had you guys rolling the most,
Oh, God.
in your opinion? Because I'm sure you were full of them.
People laugh at us.
I mean,
I mean, maybe yourselves. Maybe
I'm
Whatever
trying to
you-
remember,
laugh at
like,
yourself.
oh, okay, it was a long time ago. I mean, I remember things in the writer's room, but I'm trying to remember in the recording room. You know,
There's just so much.
I
Some
feel
of the
like, I feel like
ad-libs.
every record we were laughing a lot.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Right,
It
it's
always
hard to
felt like,
pinpoint it.
to me, it always felt like if we were there laughing, then I felt like we were having good takes. You know,
Carl,
Right.
do you remember Robert?
Oh, of course I remember Robert.
So
Yeah.
he was always
Robert was our tech engineer.
he was
in
our
the
sound. He
recording
was our,
studio.
yeah, he was our tech, and he was always very like kind of like stoic and sort of like
Yes.
he was. But anytime I got Robert to laugh,
He was like angry dad.
he
in
was
the room.
angry dad, but
Yeah.
he was sweet. But he was always like kind of sort of angry dad. Anytime I got him to laugh, I felt so good.
Yeah, right.
Like when you got Robert to laugh, you're like, yes.
Because Robert had to sit there through every record at
Ah.
Cartoon Network, through
Yep.
every show,
Yep.
so he was over it. He didn't
Yeah.
care. He didn't want to be there. He was just like, don't eat Doritos in here, I'll kill you.
I remember that. Don't eat
yeah,
Doritos.
the don't eat Doritos sign.
They suck, or they stink.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it was a tiny little studio.
Yeah.
God.
And Colette was our casting director.
Colette.
Uh-huh.
And she
Oh,
was
yes.
great. Yes.
Loved
He
her.
was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, especially when it was like you and Dwight and John, you guys would just get on a roll. and
Oh,
just be
so
insane.
it was such a
Just
great
bouncing off of each
group.
other.
Yeah.
We really did like have like I've always said the camaraderie in the booth was insane because
Yeah.
you play off each other and you become such good friends and then again by the end of the day you're all laughing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the best thing to have is something that continues over and over again and doesn't need to be, redone, but it should.
Yeah.
And but how many people, when they were little and they'll come up to you and it's just like, oh my God, this was my favorite, and that blows me away.
Yes, it
how
really is
long
amazing.
that we can keep going with
Right.
with these
I
characters.
mean, that's kind of why I got into this too, is because I loved cartoons growing up. So it was
Yeah.
sort of like to know that you could do something that has that same effect was really special. And so I
Absolutely.
think Chowder was kind of a love letter to every cartoon that I loved growing up. It was like Sesame Street and Hanna-Barbera and Looney Tunes and all that stuff kind of wrapped into one weird little,
Right.
little
I love
thing.
that.
Yeah.
I love that. Going back to who was the name of the person that you said had to sit in on every recording, and you were very
Oh, Robert.
Robert. So a question: was there any, I guess, non-scripted? What's the word I'm looking
Nasty?
for? Improv.
Oh.
Improv. That's what I say.
Oh.
Like
You know,
improv
I-
things that he like okayed. That
I think the
if you
most
can-
improv came from Dana.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Dana-
Oh
Dana
my
Snyder
God,
is
he
easy.
is
Dana
so
was
funny.
awesome.
who played
Gazpacho.
Gazpacho. He would kind of just go off the rails,
Yeah.
and we would just be, I'd be like, keep recording. This is
Yes,
gold.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just keep
I
it
think
going.
everyone else usually would just maybe like throw in a little line.
Every
here
now and then
there.
you'd
be,
be-
like,
I-
hey, can I try something? I'd be like, great.
I would always try to sneak in British accents every
Yeah.
now and then, and every now and then
Yeah.
you'd keep them in. There's a few
Yeah.
times where Chowder has some British accent, like
Yeah.
I'm
That's
hungry, Mom, I
hysterical.
really am."
Well, because again, it's just like those little things made him just even weirder and funnier, and I was like, that's perfect. Like you understood that the character had to just be a little weird kid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But just in general, it's really cool to just sit here and be able to like talk to you guys. Do you have any other roles besides the Chowder? Obviously, this is why we're here, because all three of you were in Chowder. Do you have any other roles that you found you loved as much as your characters on Chowder? Like Miss Endive, and we have the Kiwi Kimchi.
I kind of sort of, my roles are kind of limited. I didn't do too much, but
Right.
I did love Flower. but
Right.
now sort of the main
From Bambi.
the main package
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
the death metal stuff that I
Right.
do. That's like where I
Ooh.
Right,
find
right,
so
right.
much
Very
fun,
different.
And that's still using my voice, so
That's
it's
right.
just in
That's
another
right.
way. But
He's got some
you know,
death metal. I've heard
and,
some
like,
of it.
writing and stuff like that for that stuff. I get connected to that stuff whenever like I
Cool.
write like for like songs and stuff. But
All right.
as
so
far
you
as characters, Chowder feels like it was me. I feel like you like almost.
I mean,
I
the funny
fit
is, like,
into it
I think
perfectly.
It was a lot of us because, like, when I started, it was a lot of me, and then I think you just channeled, like, you connected to
Yeah.
it so quickly that the nice thing is I almost never had to tell you what the joke was.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy having a little 10-year-old kid who always got the joke.
Oh, thank
Like,
you.
you're just like, he gets the joke. He understands the timing. He understands, like, why it's funny.
You didn't have to
it
get
made
explained.
it so easy.
I love that.
Yeah.
It was always so funny, and me and my mom always like getting the scripts and the storyboards the week before, just laughing and going through them and stuff.
Yeah.
It was just literally the best time of my life.
And I didn't realize you were flying back and forth from Houston every week.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I've been
I
on
think
enough
it was
plane
sad
flights.
when it ended. I think because I know that
Yeah.
I was just getting into this kind of work, and it was like, oh my God, I love this. I have to do more of this.
Yeah, you
And
don't have
then
to be on a set. You don't have to have makeup. You don't have to deal with all that.
It's
you
the
know, and you
best.
can
Oh,
make
yeah.
1,000 edits, and who cares? And so yes, so that. And I loved her. I loved her. It was like one of those things where I thought, oh my God, this is so me. So me. But yeah, I think it's very cool that we can still talk about it and
I
want to
love it.
even do more of it. And yeah.
Yeah. Compared to, you said like you don't have to get ready for anything, obviously, because it's a voice acting gig. Do you feel like you were able to like let loose a little more because it was a studio versus a set, maybe?
Oh, well, I guess. You're going to read something, so it's not like you're going to like, oh, damn it, let's do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to read is awesome. For
Yeah,
voice
you don't have to
acting.
memorize.
The not
Right.
having to memorize stuff is super cool.
Hard.
And I think
Yeah.
for me, I get real self-conscious being on camera. So being behind a microphone, I can totally just let go and like,
Right.
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a lot easier to just kind of not worry about that stuff when you don't have to think anyone's looking at you.
Right. There are
Yeah.
no mistakes getting caught in 4K.
Yeah.
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 But you're right. Like reading, it's just
Yeah.
it's so much nicer.
It's so
Yeah.
much better.
Do you guys have
Reading.
did you ever, like, even though you were voice acting, did you work with any props to help you, like, you know what I mean? Like, interact with something so it feels a little bit more real? Or was it really just imagination?
It's all imagination.
I think
I
so.
love that.
Yeah.
I love
you're,
that.
You're literally in the room with just the script in front
Yeah.
of you.
Yep.
And I mean, sometimes I'll be like, okay, here's the scene.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'd show them the storyboard and be like, here's a,
Okay.
you can kind of see the panel.
Just visualize it
It's
a
visual
little.
if it's something like really crazy to help them understand. But usually I just be like, okay, you're falling off the edge of the world. Just give me a really big screen, stuff
I mean,
like
that is so funny to come in and go, okay, we just need to get a couple of things from you. And it's, oh, okay, thank you, Mindy.
Yeah.
So just sound effects. They'll just say, go through a list.
Yeah. Honestly, the biggest challenge I think was for John DiMaggio, who did Schnitzel,
Yeah.
because his script would just say rada 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 rada, and you walk in and be like, "What am I saying?" And I'd be like, "Okay." So eventually we started to have to put like the actual like dialogue, so he'd understand like what
he's
was-
trying to
The
Maybe
proper
his
inflections
tonality
and
could
everything.
the tone because he was
match.
great at that, right? So
And he
like,
nailed
it
every
started where
single one.
We would kind of give him a line read and be like,
Right.
I'd say like, okay, here you're basically saying like, hey, everybody, get out of my way.
Right.
And then he would turn that into rada rada rada, and then we started
So
eventually.
you
with
know
that.
what you're,
Yeah.
it's like they're
Because
saying.
you need that
he's-
context
Yeah.
to know how to act.
So you
it,
could
right?
emphasize what he needs to get the point across.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
But I think everyone else, had a much easier time than him
Right. But
dealing with that.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
yeah. So.
But he's a pro, so he nailed it. He always like
Super
That's
if
what he
anybody
does.
could make it, like every time he like first
Yeah.
take, he got it. Every
Really?
He nailed
So
every
he-
single one of those radas.
Yeah.
Every single one.
It really, and to put that kind of variety in just one
Yes.
word, you're like,
Right.
he's so good. Yeah.
Right. I think that's like another type of special talent to be able
Yeah.
to say everything by saying one thing.
Because that's
Which
when
is
you realize
cool.
like
Yeah.
the words
Yeah.
don't matter. It's all the intonation and the acting and yeah. Oh,
I think they're telling us
Yeah,
we got to wrap
I
it up,
think
they're
unfortunately.
saying, get the hell
Going over
outta
a little
here.
bit. So thank you everybody for being here.
Thank you guys
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
you.
It's
Thank
so
you
awesome to see
so
all you guys. It's
much.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
They do have their own
Thank
booths
you.
way over
Yes.
here if you guys want to go
Yeah,
say
come on,
hello
say hi. Come
and
say
have
hi
some
to us.
actual questions of your own for them. So again, thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Oh, thank you, man.